Hi everybody, Sarah here in the Big Blue House Homestead. Blue House. So I'm here today in a good mood, absolutely wonderful mood, because it's not very sunny. It's a very nice, crisp, cool day. I can get a lot of my major hard work done today. Things that I would really want to not do in the heat. So I'm going to bust tail today and get things done again. I've got some sections of my garden that are really messed up right now. Reality is that in early spring, when I sowed all of my cool weather crops, the deer came through and ate them all. So I lost all of that stuff except for one kale plant. And I kind of just went against my garden plans and just filled in the spaces where I would have had all that stuff growing. So what that did was it left me some gaps in other areas, and I've been able to put more things out. Like I was able to do, a ton of more okra compared to usual. And then I sowed more beans because I had space. So I've got all this space now and I need to fill it all in. So I've got a cattle panel. I've taken off the greenhouse. I can only fit probably one more in my garden. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out, throw it on some T-posts, get it all strapped in, and I think I'm gonna fill it with some beans. Now, I don't buy my beans out of catalogs or online like most people do. I just buy store-bought beans, a bag of dried beans. They are seed. They are absolutely 100% seed. So you can put those in the ground and grow them. And that's what I'm gonna do. I have a whole section saved of just bean seeds. And what I did was I sorted out a bag of 15 bean soup, and I took all the beans and separated them. And so now I want to plant those. All right. Gardening is always an experiment for me because I'm very much eager to learn everything that grows. I want to know how this does it, how that happens, how this goes, all over and over again. I'm growing lima beans for the first time this year. I had not grown those before, so that's a new experience. And then I also have a couple different types of Asian long beans that I put in that are newer. I have grown Asian long beans for a long time, but these are newer types. And then I've got the Azumi wing beans, which are new. But I'm just thinking about standard, good old pinto beans and kidney beans and the things that are staples in your pantry, the things that people go to the store and buy canned or buy dried and they use. So what I want to do is I want to experiment with that this year because I have the space and I have the time. I'm just going to put a big nice mix down. Section off some stuff here and there down this cattle panel and just grow my own little blend of, beans. I'm going to call them the chili beans because that's mainly what I like to put into chili. So I like to throw in black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, and cannellini beans because I really love the white beans. So I'm gonna kind of throw all those on this trellis and see what happens. I also have to finish up this Hugel Mound because if I don't get that done, I'm not gonna get my work finished for the garden, and I have a bunch of seeds that we're gonna do an experiment with. So we're gonna work on that today, but first things first, to get that Hugel Mound finished, I need to get out with some pruners and I need to finish cleaning up the taller weeds that I couldn't get with the mower or with the hoe, because that diamond hoe was awesome. It took me half the time, actually a third of the time that it would take me with my saddle hoe, the stirrup hoe. So I love it. I mean, I'm going to say if you're a gardener and you've never used a diamond hoe, definitely get yourself one. It's an essential tool for me now and it's probably one of my most favorites. I wish I would have had it for years because I could have already been so happy and had clean garden constantly all the time. It is so easy to use. So anyway, garden's all cleaned, but I have to get rid of these taller weeds and I'm gonna just take them, cut them down with some pruners, stack them up on my Hugel Mound. I'm gonna add the compost this time. I keep saying I'm gonna get it done and now's the time. So I'm gonna add the compost and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull these potatoes. I got like 5 or 6 bags that are dead plants now. So we're gonna go ahead and pull those potatoes and then I'm gonna flip that dirt on top and then I'm gonna add a little bit more dirt and then we're gonna go ahead and do some zinnias. So probably won't get to the zinnias today because I wanna do the cattle panel and I wanna do some other things, I wanna do the hard work while it's a nice day. It's actually very, very cool, 68 degrees, feels great and awesome. And so I wanna get out and work really, really hard today. Wish it would have been like that the past 3 days when I was out weeding and mowing and potting up plants and doing all that stuff. But what I'm working with is a beautiful day. So I'm gonna get to work, but since I have all that devastation in the garden from the deer, I'm gonna get the cattle panel put in, I'm gonna go find the seeds, and then we're gonna pull these potatoes and get this day started. Because I'm gonna be out here as much as possible today because it is a nice day. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is where I'm starting the Hugel Mound. I've been adding stuff to it all season, but when I tell you I come out with a pair of scissors, I'm on spiky. and I just clip. I actually found my pruning shears finally. But yeah, that's what all that's from. Walking around my garden and just cutting down all this tall stuff. I could weed eat, but you know, why? It's a little more controlling this way. I can get around things a lot easier, behind, in front, all around, and I'm just gonna clip all this down. Now, if you do this, reality is you're gonna end up with stuff like these. All right, you see those? That's seed. That is seed, not weed. Don't add that in, that'll grow. So whenever you're clipping and you're doing things like this, don't add the seeds in. You'll end up with a big giant mess. And what will happen is this won't be a Hugel mound growing what you want. It'll be a Hugel mound growing what it wants. Can you see me? I kind of disappeared back here. But yeah, I'm just going to clip the rest of this down. Alright, so I'm just going to clip the rest of this down. I should have probably worn gloves because I've already run into canes from, you know, raspberries coming up and stuff. And that's not fun, especially when you don't have gloves on. Very spiky stuff. And I have a lot of very spiky, invasive weeds that come into my garden. Can't help it. Nature grows some weird stuff and you just have to, you know, deal with it. So yeah, I'm going to get this all cleaned up and then I'm going to go grab the compost. And we're going to go ahead and get these potatoes pulled so that I can start my next venture with my zinnias. Okay. Looking at it already and I left a seed. My compost is pretty much spent, meaning I don't have a whole lot left. So I'm just bringing in some of this that's from the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and start on these potatoes because that's the next step, is to go ahead and get this covered. And then I can put brand new soil on top. Yeah, I'm looking at it and there's enough green material in here and brown material. I think it's going to break down as a good compost anyway. So I'm not going to worry too much. And these bags are filled with hay. So let's start dumping some potatoes and see what we get. Now I'm not looking to get like a ginormous haul. I never do. I just get what's intended, what nature gives me. Little babies. Ah! Potatoes everywhere! So yeah. Whoa, and they bounce. Lots of new potatoes. I like new potatoes. Look at that. As I drop them. But look at that. Beautiful. One wants to hide right in the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and block that hole. Alright, and considering I haven't dumped the bag, that one might have a lot in it. I found a snail. Haven't seen a snail in a long time. But yeah, more potatoes. Okay, I'm sacrificing a bag because I really need to get some more material down. And this potato plant is still kind of green, but you can see it's dying off. So he's just going to be sacrificial. Alright, so that looks like a good start to a Hugel Mound. I got a bowl full of potatoes. Let's check them out. Yeah, so there's a lot of them that are these little tiny new potatoes. I'm okay with that, but there are some that are really nice size. So I'm just going to stick with that bowl of potatoes. I guess it's egg laying time for everybody because they're just going nuts. You hear all that? Even Chi-Chi, he'll chime in. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that mound finished. I've got some organic garden soil still left over in these bags when I bought the pallets. I'm gonna get those on there. Hopefully you can hear me over cackle and craziness. But I'm gonna get that mound filled, and I'm not gonna get to it today. I'm just gonna focus on getting the cattle panel up, getting beans in the ground, and getting my hair out of my face. Dirty nails, messy hair, farm hair, don't care. Perfect shirt for today. But anyway, I'm gonna get that worked on, get this stuff done. Go ahead and start planting some beans tomorrow probably, because I think I'm gonna focus on tying up the last of these tomatoes. All these in the buckets, I need to get them staked up now. They're starting to flop, so I gotta focus on that. And then we might have rain today, so we'll see. But I'm gonna work as hard as I can until then. So hope you guys are having fun in your gardens today. Get out and work, you know, get your stuff done, harvest, prune, weed, whatever you need to do. But yeah, get out in your gardens, enjoy them. Enjoy them while they're here, because once the season's over, we don't have gardens anymore. And then we just have struggles and cold weather and not a lot of the fun stuff that we usually have. But yeah, happy gardening everybody. I will see you in my next video. Bye.